Hello guys, welcome to my channel. We're excited to have you here. Today, we will be watching an interesting video. I hope you like it. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell.
Generally, would be very happy to get off to at least a somewhat good start. Just break even on day 2 is fine for a lot of top tier teams. Pango and Batrider kind of trade in the beginning, and it starts getting dangerous for Pango on level 5 and especially level 6 for Bat, where if you get close at all, you can really be in trouble.
Disruptor had to use Kinetic Field to try to get it, but Mira just used tricks of the trade to get over, and then it was just this long-ass chase back to the top lane. As Miposhka, he's going to go on top of YU Smile. He has his battery assault, but cover of Planet here to help get the reciprocal kill onto Miposhka, so it ends up being kind of a 1-for-1 across.
Which most carriers would probably consider the bare minimum of what they're satisfied with. Generally, you want 3 out of 4, probably.
Top lane, Mira. He was trying to do some damage to Planet, but he's instead going to get glimpsed back into the Timber Chain. Old 11, not quite enough damage, but Swashbuckle from Nothing to Say is enough to finish the job there. Yatoro.
Because now his rotation to kill the Riki resulted in a tower. So that's definitely nice for him.
They see Yatoro. They see... Oh my god, just one Swashbuckle. That's it.
It's also an interesting combo with Clockwerk, right? There's just a lot of reasons if you're playing a faster
Static
pace.
Storm top lane. He did get the morph off though. Man, that is super fast, but he has the support of Laurel. There's a hook shot from Miposhka as well, using the lasso just to ensure Nothing to Say falls. They'll get him. I can't believe he got that off.
And in this case, a lot of the time it is going to be Greaves. Just a high value.
No,
Miposhka for its cost.
Might be dead again, as he will go down to the relatively newly picked up Diffusal Blade onto Nothing to Say. Although
he's going to place the sentry and choose not to deward because he doesn't want to give up his position, so he can make a move instead.
Indeed, he's going to attempt it. They don't have vision here. There's the dart. Static Storm is there onto Miposhka, but you have to glimpse him back. They finally do, but that's the only kill. That's not what they want. They get Mira as well.
Batrider didn't have resources, so he couldn't connect.
Yatoro. He gets his morph off, but he has very little mana to speak of thanks to the Diffusal Blade. Rolling Thunder continuing. You can see the shard newly picked up by Nothing to Say. Blade Mail from Shiro. Not going to do too much. There's a swatch again. He gets glimpsed, and, well, Yatoro gets taken out. Hook shot. Nothing to Say. He's going to get bounced back thanks to the cogs. Lasso's there as well. Mira and Collapse have come to play, so they end up getting some sort of a trade. It's a mid laner for position 1.
Completely committing here to the vision game, which will get him killed now, most likely.
Yep, Static Storm, Kinetic Field combo, and the Rolling Thunder. Used with the roll-up. Easy kill for PSG.LGD.
So this would be a flat-out 4-on-4 if Spirit fancy this, and they do.
Yeah, Old 11 looking at potentially lasso somebody. You can see Mira has already used the dart onto Nothing to Say, but I don't know if they're actually going for this. Laurel gets glimpsed back, not fully committing to anything. As a swashbuckle, there's a huge Wrath of the Nature, Aghanim Scepter, and all the good stuff that comes with it. Massive amount of damage, Nothing to Say, gets waveformed and brought down immediately. Old 11 still stuck in place despite having the Greaves not tanky enough. 3 dead for LGD.
I think even he is susceptible to getting burst. We're going to see the opening here from Mira.
Yep, trying to set up a kill onto Old 11. It's a pretty difficult one, especially when the hook shot misses. Shadow Step being shown by Shiro, so still has his haunt to work with. Lasso now onto the Enchantress. That looks to be a freebie. Big Static Storm comes out, so 1-for-1 exchange. Support for support. Nothing to Say rolls in. And Planet looks like he's finally going to go down to Laurel and all that ridiculous damage, but it'll be the trade that you don't want if you're Team Spirit, as Laurel will fall. Collapse, TP's out, no stuns.
So if anything for me, that kind of just confirms my suspicions about how these team fights are likely to go. Imagine if the numbers are there. All right, Miposhka will get cleaned up here.
That battery assault's really not doing him any favors here against this Blade Mail. And finally goes down. Mira showing himself. Okay.
He'll be fine.
Gonna get slowed now as Yatoro does have the BKB and the Aegis, but this is not a fight worth fighting. See the Wrath of Nature coming out as well. Oh, you said Ricky Clock. That I thought it was one hero at first. Like, oh, that's a new hero. Yeah, that makes sense. But you did pick it into it, right? At least the Ricky. As we can see the hook shot in. Static Storm is connected completely onto the Ricky, and he gets blown up right off the bat. Wrath of Nature rooting 2 heroes. There's the lasso from Laurel. All the damage being applied to Old 11. He is donezo, along with the Enchantress. The chase continues. It's like Nothing to Say will be fine, but Planet does have the Blink Dagger. They just have. It feels like you have to itemize so much against this Team Spirit lineup that
it's very
you run out of slots, and then the items might not necessarily like. You don't want a Lincoln's on top of all this. I feel like
Planet. He doesn't know.
He is dead inside the silence. Actually, if you think about it, it's kind of a cool name. Shadow Blade.
Oh, I'm glad you figured that out all on your own. That's.
I don't know. Lothars are just so hard to kick.
Let me know when you want to talk.
The dart into the initiation from Laurel. That is a dead Pango. And the root on the hook shot. Man, this Timbersaw cannot do anything. Just completely stun lock. But Static Storm on top of Laurel is trying to get away from this Batrider. Wait for him. Guitarro turns into the Timbersaw, now focusing all his efforts onto Shiro. A couple more right clicks will do it along with that Flame Break. Double kill for Laurel. 2-0. Team Spirit being extremely good in this game number 1.
Oh, they have a good
Another
ward
dart.
here. They see 11.
Bounty gets pushed back into the silence, but the glimpse will keep him safe for now. Mapochka, he might be the one in trouble. Thunderstrike upon him. Looks like he will drop. But likely to be a tier 2 tower, or at least heavy damage to it.
The Aghanims on Morph going to turn that against Spectre. Going to lose a ton of attack speed.
The dart, there it is, onto Shiro. Lasso to follow it up. Inside the Static Storm, they don't care. They just pop the BKBs and finish off the Spectre in style. 60 seconds of no carry for PSG.LGD. Now, Why You Smile looks to be next, gets bursted down. And Old 11 likely to be next. It's not a big Whirling Death. Actually kills off Mira, but it will likely cost him his life in addition. So triple kill for Yatoro. And now they can go and finish off the old Roche if they want. That is quite nice.
It's pretty nifty to have as Morph, I gotta say. It's one thing when Spectre Shadow Steps on you. Imagine being Shadow Stepped on by Morphling.
Yeah.
That is...
Nope. Meanwhile, towards the top, we got some action. Nothing to say. Gets on the Rolling Thunder just in time. They take out the Riki, but it's going to be a trade for their Disruptor and Enchantress. Hookshot misses from Aposhka. See if as a fortification
great
pop.
defensive play by the two to not lose anyone and hold the tower here. Oh, good bash.
Yeah, nothing to say with a nice swashbuckle. There's a shadow step, but Mapochka is going to live for the time being. Oh, he actually gets cogs off in time as well. They keep pushing back Shiro.
Is he gonna? He's actually
3 times he gets pushed back. And Shiro probably very annoyed right now.
Nothing to say.
He got silenced, or he got the darted.
Disc.
He's pretty fast with that haste rune. All right, and he gets Force Staff. Mira, in the meantime, getting quite low, but here's a hook shot, and Old 11 is the one to die instead. So not exactly the target we were expecting. 48 seconds left on the Aegis, so we'll see if Team Spirit want to chillax a bit.
Or they're going to try to find Shiro here. They're reading this movement perfectly, that they're going top Laurel.
Yep,
Planet first. The dart. He didn't react. He didn't see it coming, so didn't Manta.
And hook
this
shot.
Could be trouble.
And this could be the end of the game, potentially. He gets rooted inside the Sprout as well. Has the Blade Mail activated, but those cogs will prevent you from going anywhere. Does not finish off the Batrider.
Oh, return kill.
He did, actually.
I think the Morph kill is still really difficult for the Radiant to pull off, even without Aegis. Now he has Butterfly. So I wouldn't mind seeing Yatoro just going in here and starting to hit this tower, or he's just going to Shadow Step in and look for the kill.
Just turns into Spectre. He's like, I'm better than you. Okay, Eon disprocs on the nothing to say. And Old 11 just has to brush off this damage. Taro's BKB is done, so he does have to be a bit careful. And Fortification popped. Mid lane was being pushed at the same time. But without the Batrider, I was going to say Team Spirit would maybe back off, but they look to be wanting to aggress. Getting a little bit of vision there. There's the dart again onto Old 11. Already at half HP. My goodness. Very little even used here. And he is just destroyed.
He just can't tank this.
Goodness.
He gets Silver Edge hit, and he doesn't start getting stacks on his armor.
That's going to be a
that's
second
your
rack.
quote-unquote tanky frontliner right there.
Nothing to say. He gets spotted. But he's going to be fine. Oh, I say that maybe too early. Double flame break, but wrong direction. Collapse, okay. He gets the leash with the Sprout. Nothing to say is nullified. He gets lasso. He's been magic immune this entire time and still feels like just super squishy. And both bottom and mid are gone. So top is the last remaining to get these mega creeps. Planet, he gets off his Static Storm, but dies inside of it, and that is just going to be GG for LGD.
Yeah.
as they get outclassed in this game number 1 by Team Spirit, who continue to look extremely good. We talked about how they lost, and I believe the last time we cast Laurel on the Lesh, which was yesterday, he went 19-0. So very much a comfort pick for him.
Oh, he's gonna... Yeah, he's checking all the angles here. He knows that the ward is in the bottom half now. And PSG.LGD are gonna start denying it. Turning this into a bait.
Oh!
Good deny.
Yeah,
oh,
he's
boy,
stuck
this is
inside
a good
the
trap.
shards, but the Split Earth is doing a lot of damage, and this is a 5v5 old-fashioned brawl right here. The glimpse back onto Mira. First blood for Old 11. Planet will not live as the Split Earth splits him open. They're looking quite good.
The biggest difference between this game and the last one, I think, is how much Yatoro looks to be struggling. Oh, Miposhka be in trouble here.
Yep, Spirit Siphon applied. And Crypt Swarm and the last right click from Old 11 is enough. But on the other side of the coin, we got Why You Smile.
Trade-off is Old 11 being completely free in the lane, closing in on
Why You
level
Smile
5.
dies in the top lane, and Collapse is taking a ton of damage. And we have more action mid lane as Laurel got extremely low. We're going to see the stun coming from Miposhka as Nothing to Say is attempting to run away as Laurel does end up dropping to Planet's damage over time.
I would agree with that.
Mira, Thunderstrike upon him, gets glimpsed to the other side of his cogs inside the kinetic field now. And Nothing to Say saves his snowball and punch. They were able to get that kill relatively easily, but Yatoro turns into Nothing to Say. Inside his own shards now. He's going to get right-clicked out eventually, but it's going to cost Laurel his life again. And now Yatoro, Frost Shield applied to him. He's going to be stuck inside the kinetic field again. You can see the Mortimer's Kiss is trying to help him out, but the double kill for Old 11 comes to fruition nonetheless. So Collapse not able to do too much with his rotation.
That means Shiro will have time to ramp up his Naga Siren.
Now Mira, he gets blocked off now by the Ice Shards of Nothing to Say. That will be an easy pickoff for PSG.LGD, who are just continuing the aggression.
Spirit will concede the mid tower and try to get their own top, but it looks like it's going to come at a price.
Yeah, it looks like the tower will fall one way or the other. As Laurel is going to be spotted by Shiro, gets off the Pulse Nova, but in the meantime we can see that Snapfire is being taken out by Tusk, so that's another big kill for PSG.LGD. Laurel getting Spirit Siphon. Split Earth will not hit. Frost Shield keeps him alive about a half second longer, and that's actually going to cost Miposhka, in all likelihood, his life. Gets off the chain for us, but he's going to get bursted down into Oblivion again. So 3 for nothing. Partake, apparently. Or wanted to partake, even.
They need a little bit of breathing room here to do Spirit.
Collapse. Well, Planet has to be careful with his egg around him, but that's a static storm. You can't use anything in that. Stuck inside the shards again. There's Nothing to Say's rotations have been on point this game. They find the kill. Yatoro, all right, you got the high ground egg. Yatoro's going to try to take it out, and they will be successful. To me, Planet getting the last hit there, as LGD look to be crumbling a bit in this fight. So a 2 for 1. Collapse not really changing his build. Yeah, that's big stuns. They layer them pretty decently. He's stuck inside the cogs, gets off the snowball. Here comes the static storm though, and Planet does have his ultimate available as well. It's some way, somehow, Nothing to Say is living through this, and Mira looks to be the first to fall in all likelihood. Although the complete disengage from both sides, and Mira is the only casualty, surprisingly enough. Much later than he would have wanted, obviously, but the fact that he's 4th could have been a lot worse, considering he has 4 deaths. As maybe make that 5, and Miposhka does get off the Frost Shield, but here comes the counter initiation with that hook shot. Not going to save the old goat Leshrac. And Mira, okay, we're going to get a Chain Frost here from Miposhka, doing a considerable amount of damage. Mira has that Spirit Vessel applied right now. Old 11 could probably finish them off with one. Crypt Swarm, indeed he does. So 2 for nothing.
Looking
There's
for
Nothing to Say.
here.
He's got his haste. They just want to see Collapse. He's going to get Frost Shielded. Punched into the air. Static Storm going to keep him at bay along with that kinetic field. And a 3 for nothing. Nothing to Say and company just absolutely dominating. Again, 4 for nothing. But here comes Yatoro. He wants to fight. He's going to get...
He's not even going to get anyone. A window that it's really strong in. And, oh, hang on. Miposhka's probably going to get caught here.
He wanted that BD deny.
Any shards will kill him here.
Pushes him.
He's still gonna die.
Crypt Swarm's coming. Oh, he misses.
Nice
Oh, the juke.
Wait,
a
does he
huge
actually not
juke.
realize- Dude, Dude, this is mathematically impossible for him to make it there.
Oh my!
They don't realize that this.
God.
What? Oh,
What?
oh, the corner.
Wait.
Dude.
Oh my God! The freaking courier.
I think they have better disengage. I think they're tankier. They have BKBs of their own. And Phoenix, he's gonna get egg off if he wants.
He will on the high ground as well. Yatoro pops the BKB, trying to focus down the egg. But it's not gonna happen right now. Has to hightail away instead. So the Lich is dead. Yatoro turns into Phoenix temporarily, but he's gonna get songed. And attempting the waveform TP out will be successful. Laurel had to stay back to be able to defend a little bit here. Oh, the song. All right, Shiro and company, they have an idea that Collapse is here. Gonna get punched. Snowball inside the shards up, and that big Lich ult is bouncing left and right, but they will find Collapse regardless. And the BKB activated from Nothing the Same as he does not give a shit about that. Mira TP's out in his own cogs as Miposhka getting pursued. Nothing to say. We would think we'll be able to get this with the help of Old 11 now. Frost Shield just delaying it a little bit. But 2 for nothing as the Aegis still intact.
Is under attack.
Able to find anything initially, but Laurel is going to take the ruin. He's going to get punched into the air. BKB already popped. Cookie's going to save him for the time being, but he can only stand his ground with the BKB Pulse Nova. And both sides kind of waiting this out a bit as Yatoro pops his BKB of his own, now focusing on Nothing to Say, but there's the song. Is it going to cancel the Snapfire ult? It is not. So Nothing to Say has to buy back into the game as the egg inside the pit. That's the shard as well. The Sunray doing pretty good work as the Lich ult is doing even more so, but Shiro, he's getting extremely low. He's going to drop. The Aegis was consumed naturally, I believe. Blink Dagger at the ready. Mira, he's going to be spotted. Okay, smoke's finally broken. Laurel gonna run right into Shiro, gets silenced pretty much right off the bat. They're trying to make him use his BKB. He's gonna take a considerable amount of damage. Still has not popped it. Frost Shield keeping him pretty healthy. There's the initiation on top of the Death Prophet. Old 11 is just gonna get dropped right off the bat. The Naga Siren ult not really helping out at all as Planet gets off the Sunray, has the egg still available. Orchid gonna keep the Clockwork from preventing using any spells as Old 11. He's popped back into this game. He's already at half HP. Pops his BKB. There's the egg and the Sunray combination. So Spirit need to just recalibrate.
Oh, those shards missed all of them.
Shard does not block anybody in, and with that, PSG.LGD looks like they need to reset as well. As
buying all the time he can.
It's
It's actually quite substantial amounts of time. Nice sidestep on the cookie. And they let you target it. Okay.
Huge impact.
Well,
doesn't want to show himself. It is nighttime. Obviously, the Aegis is not something they want to try to focus down here. Yeah, there's the hook shot. They're going to try to burst down Old 11 again. They do. No buyback, 90 seconds, no DP, but there's Nothing to Say. Gets off the Walrus Kiss, but it's just on Mira. They do end up finding him. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out from the Mortimer's Kisses and whatnot, but the BKB's activated galore. PSG.LGD have to kind of reset.
Song is ready.
Range Rax is taken out already. There's the glimpse onto Laurel. He gets kicked into the fountain, and he gets rooted on top of all that. He is dead inside the fountain. Nice job from PSG.LGD, but the fortification.
Middle tower is under attack.
See if they're able to get this Rax in time. There's 2 siege units. Yeah, so that is a top Rax regardless. Now, of course, the Walrus, or the kick has been revealed. Yeah, I don't know if they can do anything.
His overall impact in this game on Naga, given how much farm they've put into him. But obviously from a lineup or matchup perspective, it is a bit oh, this is a good catch. They have static Ags.
Oh,
this is huge.
There it is.
This is huge.
With the static. Oh my god, they just blow up the Lech like none other. Mira is just going to die as residual damage, but that is 3 kills. Make it 4 as Collapse goes down as well. Oh my god, what
Yatoro
a disaster
1v5, let's go.
Team Spirit. Yatoro pops the BKB. Recently picked up the Ags, and all he can do is try to fight his way out of this, but it's not going to happen. A full team wipe set up from the disgusting song.
So they might just settle for 2 sides, but what an insane combination and value out of that at Disruptor Ags reveal together with the Naga song on 3 heroes. Perfect lining up of the spells. Could just barely get all 3 of them in the kinetic field. Just really nice, and this has turned everything on its head. You were talking about The roller coaster graph. Look at the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
He has a disc,
That
right?
he can
That's not
assemble
enough.
at any time. Oh, the kick back.
Collapse.
All right, collapse. That's a nice pick off for PSG.LGD. 75 seconds, no buyback on the Snapfire.
They're looking for glimpses here. I kind of wonder if they should try to contest this and just full on, just risk it all, because this fight is going to be
They're trying.
almost impossible to take into the ages. And yeah, they will go for the 4v5. The
Might
full
be
lane
too
YOLO
late.
play,
We'll
but,
see.
yeah,
They're going
there's
to be
the song.
spotted. There's the hook shot onto Old
too
11.
early.
All right, they're not going to
Wait,
go
what's
for the
going
Roshan
on?
quite yet.
Oh, the save.
Okay, they save him temporarily. Old 11 still getting quite low. Finally will drop to the Chain Frost. Now Mira with the Nullifier getting dropped as well, but he's going to buy back into the game onto the Clockwork. And you can see the Sunray just doing work onto Laurel. Finally pops the BKB, very late usage. That's nothing to say, stuck inside this split earth, and Yataro just cleaning up on the sideline. They did not finish Roche, so that means double buyback now from PSG.LGD. They're gonna be able to get the Aegis. Yataro takes it for himself, as Shiro doesn't have his song available anymore, so has the Sheep and the Manta Saw if he wants to use it. Nothing to say, getting extremely low on the sideline. The Gem just sitting on the deck. He's gonna go down to the Lich Nuke. In the meantime, Mira looks like he is taking a ton of damage from Planet. The glimpse back, Yataro. He's just standing in place very awkwardly. Aegis still intact, though, so this is one death for him. Meanwhile, Laurel's getting chased by Old 11, who popped the BKB, but now they have the Static Storm. They have the control that is needed to finally kill off Yataro, who has made this a much more difficult game for PSG.LGD out of nowhere.
I mean, what a crazy mess of a fight, really. They song to protect the Roche, but they used the song too early, so they don't have enough damage to kill the Roche off. Then they run in and fight them, and they save Old 11 with a snowball, but the moment he comes out of it, he doesn't get BKB off in time and just dies. Has to TP and come back in. There were multiple things there for PSG.LGD that did not go according to plan, but the buffer with the buybacks and
the last ditch effort here, the gobble up, but now the kickback as Laurel is kind of isolated on the back line. Stuck inside the kinetic field. Already the Ancient is at half HP. Chain Frost not really bouncing a whole lot. Laurel still kind of isolated. Finally going to be killed off by the Sunray and right clicks of the Tusk. It looks like Lich is going to be next, and now they can just focus down the Ancient absolutely no problem. Still no Morphling for 20 seconds. They're going to go for the kills now, though, as Laurel did buy back into the game. Has the Chi still available on himself. The Egg with the Sunray. Glimpse not going to... Oh, actually does bring back the Leshrac, already at half HP. The Spirit Vessel still applied. 10 seconds till the Morphling is back, but Laurel will not be here for it. Is finally going to get dropped, and with that, Yataro, I don't think, can hold this Cinderin, as they can just focus down the Ancient. He's going to BKB, Morphling waveform in, but the Song of the Siren, awkwardly used. To try.
He's healing his team, I guess.
Yeah, all right. Finally, the Orchid is applied. GG, well played is called. And they can't even end up killing Yataro again, but they do find their way to taking out the Ancient.
I hope you like it. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Thank you for joining us on this journey. To stay up to date with our latest videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's create something wonderful together.